Let's be real. Growing up, being a square wasn't cool. You know what I mean. The square was a dude who went to school, got a job, stayed out of trouble, and we looked at him like he was missing out. Meanwhile, the cool guys, the ones in the mix, chasing the fast money, skipping the lame 9 to 5, those were the ones we thought was winning. But then life happened. Fast forward 10 to 15 years, who really won? I came home from prison and had to start over at entry level. Meanwhile, those same squares I used to laugh at, they got careers, families, own their own homes, and stability. They played the long game while I was out here thinking short term. You see, the streets, they sell you a dream. They make you believe that fast money is real money, that attention equals success, that you can skip the work and still come out on top. But let's break that down. How many people do you know in that fast life actually made it long term? How many ended up in prison or broke or dead? How many of those flashy cars and designer fits are still around today? Meanwhile, the squares, they stacked, they invested, they stayed free, and now they're the ones in control. I had to humble myself. I had to start from the bottom when I came home. I had to put in real work just to catch up. And let me tell you, pride is expensive. Pride will keep you broke, keep you stuck, and watching life passing you by. But let's talk about the real flex. Freedom. Now that's a flex. A career with benefits. That's a flex. Being able to provide for your family legally without looking over your shoulder. Now that's the biggest flex of all. The squares, they weren't lame. They was actually ahead of the game. You know what's lame? A lot of the dudes that's deep in the game will never tell you the truth. They'll never tell you how much stress they're under, how paranoid they are, how they feel trapped in a cycle. They'll make it look good on the outside, but inside, they're exhausted. They wish they could hit the reset button and go back. I remember sitting around in my cell thinking, man, if I just had done things differently. And it wasn't just because I got caught, but because I realized I wasted so much time trying to look like I was winning instead of actually winning. And let's be real, most people in that life don't even get a second chance. So I thank God for mine. Why the squares won? Let's break it down. Number one, they played the long game while we was out there chasing short-term wins. They were setting themselves up for real success. Two, they built stability. They ain't got to start over every few years because of bad decisions. And three, they have real respect. Not the fake, oh, he got money now respect, but the kind that lasts because they handled their business the right way. And now, they're in control. They can get to wake up stress-free, take vacations, build their families, and live on their own terms. That's winning. Now, I know some of y'all watching this like, man, I feel like I wasted time. I don't even know where to start. But listen, you can still win. Just shift your mindset. Stop thinking short term. Start thinking about where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years. Start small. Nobody's saying you got to be perfect overnight. Get a job, learn a skill, get a side hustle. Let go of that ego. Working a legit job ain't lame. Being broke is. And most importantly, surround yourself with winners. Real people that lift each other up. Get around people who motivate you. You know what's crazy? Some of the best entrepreneurs, CEOs, and business owners came from the streets. The difference is they flipped their mindset. They realized their hustle was valuable, but they just had to use it in the right way.